I have tested hundreds of everyday carry products this year. Most of them ended up in a drawer within a week. These 10 did not. All under $50. All pocket-friendly. Let's get into it. Links to everything are in the description. A utility blade is a utility blade. They are everywhere. But one that also deploys a scraper with a single flick that changes how often you actually use it. The scraper is the feature that sounds minor until you use it. Label stickers on new purchases, adhesive residue on glass, paint spots on surfaces you need clean. Once you have a scraper instantly accessible, you start noticing how often you needed one and never had it. The blade itself handles every Amazon box, every piece of packaging, every zip tie. The body is chunky on purpose. Textured rubber finish, finger grip, and a weight to it that feels deliberate rather than cheap. There is also a pry bar built into the base for lifting, twisting, and light leverage tasks. 3 tools in one body that fits in a pocket. The honest caveat: the chunky build means this is noticeably thicker than a standard utility blade. If your pockets are already tight, this will compete for space. But if you carry one tool for cutting, scraping, and prying, this replaces 3 separate items with one. Under $20, the kind of tool where you do not appreciate how often you use it until the one day you leave it at home. 2. Nitecore Tini 3 flashlight. This flashlight is roughly the size of an AirPod. Not the case, the individual AirPod. It clips onto a keychain and adds about the weight of an extra key, but it outputs 600 lumens at full power. For context, that is enough to light up an entire room or temporarily blind yourself if you make the mistake of testing it pointed at your own face. At 1 lumen, the lowest setting, it is more than enough to find your keys under a couch or navigate a dark hallway without waking anyone up. All metal construction, water resistant, built-in screen that shows battery level so you know when to charge it, multiple light modes including warm and cool, which matters more than you would think for different situations. Warm for close-up tasks, cool for distance. The honest caveat: at 600 lumens on full blast, battery life drops significantly. For daily use, keeping it at the low or medium setting gives you days between charges. Full power is for emergencies and showing off, not daily carry. That is a fair trade for something this small, under $40. Once you carry a dedicated flashlight for a week, your phone's flashlight starts feeling like using a candle. 3. Jibbon Key Organizer. The problem with keys is not the keys themselves, it is the noise, the scratching, and the chaos of having loose metal in the same pocket as your phone. The Jibbon fixes this with a leather-wrapped organizer that holds your keys flat, quiet, and in the same position every time. What separates it from cheaper alternatives is the design detail. No exposed screws on the outside. The branding is hidden inside. The exterior is clean leather with a slim profile. Assembly is straightforward. Lay your keys flat, screw one side in, snap the other side on. The square screw means it stays exactly as tight as you set it without loosening over time in your pocket. One-handed operation. Spin to find the right key. Extend it, use it, fold it back. But the real value is what it protects. Your phone screen, your earphone case, anything else in that pocket, loose keys, scratch everything they touch. An organizer eliminates that entirely. The honest caveat: if you carry more than 5 or 6 keys, this gets thick. It is designed for a minimal key set. House, car, maybe an office. If you are carrying 10 keys, this is not the right solution. Under $35, pair it with an AirTag and you have a compact key system that stays silent, stays organized, and is almost impossible to lose. 4. Aulumu G09 MagSafe stand and grip. This replaces 3 separate accessories with one piece of metal. It is a phone grip for one-handed use, a MagSafe mount for hands-free viewing on any metal surface, and a kickstand for propping your phone up on a desk or tray table. One object. Fits in skinny jeans. The magnets are stronger than expected, strong enough to mount your phone at odd angles on metal surfaces and hold. The dual-axis design means you can adjust the viewing angle precisely rather than being locked into one position. The honest caveat: there is a slight learning curve. The double-axis mechanism takes a few tries to figure out how to fold it into each configuration smoothly. After a day or two, it becomes muscle memory, but the first hour feels fiddly. It also glows in the dark, which is either a fun detail or mildly annoying depending on where you keep your phone at night. Under $30. For anyone who currently carries a separate grip, a separate stand, and a separate car mount. This is one piece of metal that replaces all three. Number 5. INIU P73 MagSafe Battery Pack, 10,000 mAh. Here is one thing I have learned about portable batteries: the best one is the one you actually have with you. A 20,000 mAh brick sitting at home because it is too bulky to carry is worth less than a slim 10,000 mAh that is always in your pocket. This INIU battery is thinner than an AirPods case. It snaps onto the back of your phone magnetically on both iPhones and Androids with MagSafe compatible cases. 15 watts of wireless charging just by slapping it on, or 40 watts through the included USB-C cable if you need speed. The cable itself clips to the side of the battery, which means it doubles as a carry strap. Small detail means you never lose the cable separately. They also make a 5,000 mAh version for people who want the absolute slimmest option. Both models now include an updated built-in kickstand, slim enough that it does not add noticeable bulk. The honest caveat: 10,000 mAh at 15 watts of wireless charging means a full phone charge takes longer than you might expect. If you are at 3% and need to make a call in 5 minutes, use the cable. Wireless charging on a MagSafe battery is for slow, passive topping up throughout the day, not emergency fast charging. Under $30. The gift of never worrying about battery percentage again, as long as it is actually in your pocket when you need it. 6. BitmoLab GameBaby phone case. This is the most niche item on this list, and I want to be upfront about that. This is a phone case that flips open to reveal physical gaming buttons for playing retro games on your phone. Pair it with a retro gaming app, load your legally owned ROMs, and you have a portable Game Boy that is also your phone case. The buttons are physical, not touchscreen overlays, which makes a genuine difference for games that require timing and precision. The clever part is that it requires no batteries and no charging. The buttons interface with the touchscreen mechanically. Flip the case closed, and it is just a phone case again. Always ready, no setup. The honest caveat: this is a toy. A fun, well-made toy that puts a smile on your face, but a toy. If the person you are buying this for does not have nostalgia for retro games, this will not land. Know your audience. Under $40. For the right person, this is the best gift on the list. For the wrong person, it is a phone case they never open. 2 items that do not fit neatly into a category, but earn their spot anyway. Number 7. A Model Infinity Tool Straps. The simplest description is zip ties made of thick, durable silicone that you can reuse indefinitely, but that undersells what they actually do. Each strap is covered in holes that interlock with included metal links, creating a modular system. You can connect multiple straps together for longer runs. You can attach hook accessories. You can bundle cables, strap gear to a bag, secure items for travel, or improvise a solution for whatever weird problem comes up when you are away from home. They passed every stretch test I could think of. The glow-in-the-dark version is their way of flexing that they ran out of functional improvements to make. The honest caveat: individually, each strap is simple. The value comes from having several and combining them. A single strap is a cable tie. A set of 6 with hook links is a modular system. Buy the set, not a single. Under $25 for a multi-pack. The kind of thing you toss in a bag and forget about until the one time you need it, and then you are very glad it is there. 8. Lucky Cat Collective Solid Fragrance. Solid cologne in a machine metal case, no liquid to spill, no spray to over-apply. You rub a small amount on your wrists or neck and it lasts several hours. The case itself is the selling point. Full metal construction with a matte finish, magnetic closure, and enough weight in the hand to feel like a tool rather than a cosmetic product. One case is rated to last 3 to 4 months of regular use. It fits in a pocket without any risk of leaking because there is nothing to leak. Multiple scent options available, and the magnetic lid doubles as a satisfying fidget object, which sounds trivial but means you actually carry it rather than leaving it on a shelf. The honest caveat: solid fragrance does not project as far as a traditional spray cologne. If you want people across the room to smell you, this is not the format for that. This is for close-range, subtle scent that is noticeable when someone is near you. Sure, a different use case, not a worse one. Under $30. For anyone who wants to smell good on the go without carrying a glass bottle. 2 items that are not essential but made the list because they are more useful than they have any right to be. 9. eBadge Clip-On Screen. A clip-on badge with a built-in touchscreen that displays photos and short video loops about the size of an AirPods Pro case, 4 brightness levels, a flashlight mode for basic utility at night. You load images and videos through a companion app, then clip it to a bag, a jacket, or a lanyard. Name tag at a conference. Mood display at an event. Photo badge for any occasion where you want something more interesting than a printed sticker. The honest caveat: this is a conversation starter, not a daily essential. Battery life varies significantly depending on brightness level. At max brightness, expect a few hours. At minimum, significantly longer. Keep it charged before events. Under $25. A genuinely fun gadget that people will ask you about every time you wear it. 10. CardHaven MagSafe Display Case. A MagSafe compatible case that holds and displays a trading card on the back of your iPhone. The card sits behind a protective shell, visible but safe. Magnets hold the case to the phone securely, and this is for collectors, Pokemon, sports cards, whatever your thing is. Instead of keeping your favorite card in a binder at home, you carry it with you. The case fits flush on an iPhone 16 Pro, adds some height but stays aligned with the sides. The honest caveat: this is deeply niche. If the person you are buying for does not collect cards, this is meaningless. If they do, this is the gift they did not know existed and will use every single day. Under $30. Know your audience, and this is a home run. If you would swap anything on this list or add something I missed, drop it in the comments. Links to everything are in the description.